Welcome back to Prognosis EMR. In this video, we'll walk you through the patient workflow feature which enables your clinic to route the patient through each stage of the visit based on predefined workflow statuses. The patient workflow begins in the scheduling module via the patient workflow icon, located at the bottom right corner of the patient information window on the appointment schedule screen. Clicking this icon opens the patient workflow pop-up, where the visit status for the patient's appointment can be viewed and updated. This pop-up displays three fields: visit status, room number, and comment. The visit status drop-down displays a list of all applicable visit statuses based on the current status of the appointment. Before marking the appointment as arrived, the statuses are displayed as scheduled, cancelled by patient, cancelled by clinic, arrived, and no-show. Users can also add custom statuses for appointments by navigating to the custom appointment status screen. The room number field can be used to specify where the patient will be attended. It appears either as a text box or a drop-down, based on the property appointment.rooms.list. Note that this field is not applicable for appointments with scheduled or tentative status. The comments field allows users to enter notes or remarks related to the patient's visit status. Comments can be entered manually in the text field, or selected from the patient workflow comment pop-up, which appears on clicking the Add Comment icon. You can also create and save a new comment by entering it in the search field and clicking the Add button. The character limit for this field is 255 characters. These comments are read-only and do not appear on progress notes or reports. The OK button saves any changes made to the workflow, while the Cancel button closes the pop-up without saving. Once the appointment is marked as arrived, the statuses are either updated automatically by the system, or manually by the user from the patient workflow pop-up. This pop-up now includes a different set of statuses like scheduled, arrived, ready for clinical staff, ready for MA, with clinical staff, ready for doc, with doc, ready for checkout, and ready for review. Two new fields also appear where you can add primary and secondary insurance for the patient's appointment, using the respective drop-downs. Once that's done, click OK to save the changes. The patient workflow icon is also accessible through the patient encounter screen. On the patient encounter screen, the patient workflow icon is located in the upper right corner. Clicking this icon enables you to route the patient through the visit based on their workflow status. For example, after the MA completes vitals and the patient history, they may indicate that the patient is ready to be seen by the clinical staff by selecting Ready for Clinical Staff from the status drop-down. This updated status is reflected on the home screen, which we'll view shortly. Since the home screen refreshes every 60 seconds, it provides a real-time view of each patient's status. At the bottom of the patient workflow pop-up, you'll find radio buttons that allow you to choose where to navigate next after completing the current task. The home page, the next patient, the next appointment, or remain on the current encounter. In this example, we'll choose the home page to view how the status appears. Here we can see that Julie Abbott is in room 4, marked as ready for clinical staff, with an associated comment. Although the full comment isn't immediately visible, hovering over it will display the complete text, that is, the patient is hard of hearing. You can also update workflow by clicking the vertical ellipses under the patient column and selecting the workflow option. Once all documentation is completed and the provider closes the encounter, the system automatically updates the status to complete. Here's a final look at the home screen, showing a range of patient statuses, from scheduled through to the end of the visit. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or need more help, please reach out to the Prognosis support team at support@bismaticsinc.com.